Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you. Actually, it's an update. So where we'll be discussing about the schedule for document verification. So basically, the document verification schedule for PGCET 2020 has been uploaded. So you can just go there and download that notification where you will be able to see the timings and dates according to your the ranking. Okay, so you can attend all those. Document verification process there. So there are some 10 cities I think where document verification is allowed, and you can go according to your the rankings, right? So how you can go there and how to check the rankings, I'll just show you in this video. So if you find the content useful, then please do like and subscribe the channel for more updates, because we will be giving each and every update regarding the PGCET here. So stay tuned by subscribing the channel. Okay, so I'll just show you how you can see the schedule for document verification, right? So I will just go to official website of KEA here. Once you go there, then you will be able to find the notifications. I'll just convert it to English so that it will be convenient for me to understand. Then I will just scroll down here and you will be able to see a notification here. So you can see PGCET 2020 document verification schedule notification. So you just click on this one, then this notification will open. Alright, so once you reach here, then you will be able to see the schedule, right? So, okay, so I'll just minimize this one. Okay, here is the details. Okay, so date 16/12/2020. So this is for physically disabled and ex-defense only for MBA and MCA. So their timings are 11:30 a.m. onwards. So this verification for physically disabled and ex-defense only done in Bangalore. So you need to go to the KA office, 18th Cross, Sampige Road, Malleshwaram. So there you can find the office, and you need to go to that place basically for document verification if you are a physically disabled candidate or ex-defense. So I will just leave that one apart, and for other students, that is for general students, the schedule is something like this. So for MBA, MCA, ME, MTech, MArch, including type B of MTech, so the schedule will be something like this. So on 13th, the rankings will be starting from 1. So timing will be 11:15 and reporting time will be 10:45. You need to go to the center at 10:45, and the first rank will be starting at 11:15. So you need to go according to your slot here. So if you are between 1 to 500, then you need to go at 11:15. And if you are between 501 to 1000, then you need to go at 2. And if you are above that one, then you need to go and on 13th the last ranking will be 1500. Okay, so next 14th you can see from 1501 to 4000 will be there, then 4001 to a 8000 will be there, so 8001 to 13,000, and 13,001 to last rank will be the schedule for 17th one. So you just need to check your, suppose if you are having a ranking of 2000, okay, to 2500 you take, then it will be on 14th and in the forenoon session too. So 2500 comes in between these two, right? So between 2201 and 3000. So you need to go at this particular slot to the uh, document verification center. So where you can find the document verification center, right? So all those things are listed here. So just see the video until end. You will be able to find out or clarify all your doubts. Okay, so I'll just scroll down and let you know the other things which you need to take the precautions. So document verification for eligible PGCET 2020 applicant for MCA, MBA, then MTech. As per the above schedule, verification of documents will be done at once for all the disciplines to which the candidate is eligible. Alright, so here some students will be having a question like, I have applied for MTech as well as MBA. So is there two document verifications for me? No, you don't have two document verifications separately for MBA and MCA. You need to verify your documents only once, and that will be considered for MTech as well as MBA as well as MCA. So there will be no double document verification here. So those you have applied for different courses. So is that clear? Okay. So next point, what it says, document verification will be done at Bangalore, Mysore, Ballari, Belagavi, Kalburgi, Shivamogga, Mangalore, and this is Bijapur. So it is also called as Vijaypura. Now it has been changed. Then Dharwad, Davangere, so helpline center. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 helpline centers are provided. So if you are living in Kalburgi district, then you can go to the Kalburgi Document Verification Center. So if you need more information regarding in which place, in particularly in Kalburgi, which college will be allotted, so you can go to the this website. And for Kalburgi, I can tell you Puja Dodappa Appa College will be there, and for Bijapur, BLDE PG Halkati College will be allocated. Okay, so like this, there will be different colleges which are given a responsibility, or a center will be made at that colleges. So you need to go to those colleges. And if you don't know what are those colleges, then you can just go and check on this website. You'll get everything there. Okay. So then, what is the third point? Okay, so guys, this is also very important. A general merit, reserved and special category candidates can attend the document verification in any helpline center as per the schedule. So general merit, but non-Karnataka candidates, gate qualified candidates, and sponsored quota candidates, part-time quota candidates should attend the document verification in Bangalore center only as per their ranks. So apart from these, general merit and reserved type of candidates can attend or choose the verification center according to their convenience. But for the others, the verification center will be Bangalore itself. So you need to go to Bangalore and attend the document verification. So you cannot choose a verification center which is nearest to you. So that's a disadvantage, or you will be having a special quota. So that's why your document verification will be done at Bangalore itself. Okay. So that's about the present point. And then okay, so next point we will see. Okay. One sec. All right. So here you can see the last point. All right. Okay. So general merit. This I have already told. Okay. So just a minute, guys. Okay, hang on. A candidate should compulsorily produce all the required documents in original with one set of gazetted officer attested photocopies of all the original documents and 2 passport size photographs when they come for document verification at the helpline center. So whatever documents they have asked, you need to produce a copy of those documents and original. So original is also required, and it should be attested by a gazetted officer. So 2 photographs are also required, guys, and make sure that you take photos and documents with photocopies of the documents. Then if candidate fails to produce any of the original documents or certificates or mass cards on the day of verification, such candidates' documents will not be verified and they will not complete their registration process and subsequently will not be considered for eligibility to exercise their options. So if you fail to produce any of the documents, here they have written that they will not be able to do the option entry or choice entry, whatever we call. But I know that because I have done a lot of time this. So you will be given a second chance or 1 or 2 days time to produce that document which is missing in your original list. So don't worry, if you fail to produce any documents, then they will surely provide you some time to bring that document in front of them. So don't worry if you fail, or if you are unable to get some document in time. So you can submit it later. 1 or 2 days concession will be given. Okay, so that's all about the guidelines, guys, which you need to follow while doing the document verification. And if you don't know what are the documents which are required, then you can just check in the description, or you can just check the playlist where we have uploaded a video which tells what are the documents, and is it mandatory to produce like study certificates and all those things which are if I have a study certificate which is old, then is it okay to produce that one? So if I have taken it in 2015, then is it okay to produce that in front of the panel? Okay, so if you have that question, then you can just check the video where we have answered that one. Okay, so apart from those, you can find some notes here. If you want, you can read, or I will just read out for you. visit this website kar.nic for the list of helpline centers. So then candidate should be personally present. You cannot send someone to or someone which is your relative basically for the document verification. You need to go personally. Then candidate should compulsorily bring all the original documents. So you need to bring all the original documents and no duplicate copies will be allowed there. Okay, so the candidates who select a seat in first round and which to surrender or cancel the selected seat should surrender the seat on or before the last date fixed for entry of options in the second and final round. So only 2 rounds will be there. So don't think that like engineering we have 3 rounds here. So only 2 rounds will be there. And if you want to surrender or cancel the seat which you have elected in the first round, then you need to do it before the last day of option entry of the second chance. So otherwise the first one will be fixed. Then okay, so the e-brochure is also provided. Then you can just download that one and see what are all the things and regarding colleges. So if you want college details, which college and what is the college code, unaided quotas, aided quotas. So if you don't know all those things, then you can just check the playlist, guys. We have uploaded everything regarding PGCET, so you can just make use of that one. Okay, so no individual information will be sent to candidates regarding above schedule. So no individual SMSs will be sent saying that this is your rank and you need to attend the document verification during this time on this place. So like this, no information will be given for you personally. You need to refer this schedule and attend the document verification accordingly. So I hope you got an idea how what is mean by document verification and how it is going to be. So if you have any doubt, please drop them in the comment box. And thanks for seeing this. See you in the next session.